Right now, the software industry is going through a massive earthquake. Its foundations are being completely shaken up by artificial intelligence. And while a lot of people are panicking, Wall Street insiders actually have a playbook for navigating the chaos. And today, we're going to walk you through that exact playbook. So, just to understand the scale of what we're talking about, just look at this number. In just the last few weeks, nearly $1 trillion has been wiped from the value of software stocks around the globe. This isn't just some minor correction, folks. This is a seismic event, and it has everyone's attention. And look, this isn't some abstract number floating around. We're talking about an absolute bloodbath for some of the biggest names in the game. Check out these year-to-date figures. Salesforce, down 27%. Intuit, down 34%. Workday, down 30%. I mean, these are household names in tech, and they are just getting hammered.
So what's causing all this panic? Well, it's AI. The investment bank UBS recently called it, and I'm quoting here, an unresolvable existential threat. You know when a major bank uses the word existential to describe a whole industry, you know it's serious. The fear at its core is pretty simple. AI can now do what software companies charge a fortune for, but for almost nothing.
You can literally trace this whole meltdown back to a single trigger. On February 3rd, the AI company Anthropic released Claude with this super powerful legal plugin. Boom, the first domino fell almost instantly. Legal software stocks like Thomson Reuters just crashed. Then the panic cascaded, right? It ripped through the entire software as a service industry before spilling over into other sectors. It was just a perfect chain reaction of fear.
So this brings us to the central question every investor is asking. Is this the end of software as we know it? Or is this the buying opportunity of a decade? Because while so many are panicking, the smart money at places like Goldman Sachs, well, they believe not all software is created equal. Some companies will get destroyed for sure, but others are actually going to benefit.
And that's where this gets really interesting. Goldman Sachs has developed a framework for their big institutional clients to sort the AI winners from the losers. This is literally the Wall Street playbook, and we're about to break it down piece by piece.
Okay, this right here, this is the key to the entire playbook. On one side, you've got the winners, companies that have physical execution, regulatory protection, deep integration. On the other side, you've got the losers, the ones focused on simple workflow automation with low switching costs and, this is the most important one, per-user pricing models. Let's dig into why that last point is so critical. One of the biggest threats facing that loser category is this concept right here, seat compression. Just think about it for a second. If one single AI agent can do the work of, say, 3 salespeople, a company doesn't need to buy 3 software licenses or seats anymore. They just need one. This is a direct attack on the poor business model of countless software companies. So let's actually apply this framework. First, we're going to look at the winners, the companies Goldman believes have AI-proof business models that are built not just to survive, but to actually thrive in this new world. First up, and this probably shouldn't be a huge surprise to anyone, is Microsoft. They are a textbook example of a company that is perfectly positioned to benefit from the AI boom. So why is Microsoft a winner? Well, it hits on a few really key points. First, physical execution. Their Azure cloud provides the raw computing power that AI is so desperate for. Second, deep integration. Their partnership and huge stake in OpenAI means that as AI grows, so do they. They are a direct beneficiary of the very trend that's causing chaos everywhere else. All right, here's another winner, and this one might be one you think of as an old-school dinosaur, Oracle. You know, Oracle played this brilliantly. Instead of trying to compete directly with every new AI tool, they decided to become the plumbing for AI. They provide the essential cloud infrastructure, and they've been signing these huge deals with giants like NVIDIA and Meta. Every AI company needs computing power, and Oracle is more than happy to provide it, for a price. Next up is a company that's protected by a very different kind of moat, Palantir. Palantir's strength lies in its deep regulatory and integration modes. I mean, they handle incredibly sensitive data for governments, defense agencies, and major banks. Let's be real, the Pentagon is not going to switch its core systems to some consumer-grade chatbot anytime soon. Plus, they charge based on the value they create, not per user, which makes them totally immune to that seat compression problem. Okay, so we've seen the winners. Now let's flip the coin and look at the vulnerable companies, the ones facing what UBS called those existential threats.
And the quintessential example, the poster child for a company in the crosshairs, has got to be Salesforce, the king of customer relationship management software.
See, Salesforce's business is built on two really vulnerable pillars. It's a workflow automation tool, a task AI is getting scarily good at, and it charges per user, making it a prime target for seat compression. But here's the ultimate irony, right? Their own AI product is called Agent Force, a tool literally designed to replace the very human workers their business model depends on. Here's another really clear-cut case of a business model that is just under siege. DocuSign. This just perfectly illustrates the problem. For years, companies like DocuSign have charged a high price for a relatively simple mechanical workflow, getting a signature. But now, a sleek, low-cost AI can perform that exact same task. With really low switching costs, their entire value proposition is under threat. Okay, so we've seen the winners and the losers, but what's the takeaway for you? How can you actually use this information? Let's distill this entire Wall Street playbook into a super simple 3-step test. For any software company you're looking at, just ask these 3 questions. Step 1, what is its moat? Is it physical, regulatory, or deeply integrated? Step 2, what's its business model? Is it that vulnerable per-user pricing, or is it a resilient value-add model? And step 3, is AI a tailwind pushing this company forward, or is it a headwind holding it back? This single test cuts right to the heart of the whole issue. And this really illustrates the big picture perfectly. Look, this isn't just a market dip, it's a fundamental repricing of an entire industry. It's the great software revaluation, where every single company is being weighed and judged on its resilience in the age of AI. So now you have the framework the pros are using. You understand the difference between a company that owns the plumbing and one that just automates a simple workflow. The only question left is, as you look at the market, which companies do you think are truly built to last?